Raider Nation, what's going on? We got some breaking news here on the Las Vegas Raiders Report. We have decided to move on from linebacker Cory Littleton. Now, if you watch the show for long enough, you know that this should not really come to a surprise whatsoever. I put out a video a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, about some top cut candidates. The number one guy on the list was linebacker Cory Littleton. And what's really important about this is even though Littleton is going to be able to sign wherever he wants next week during NFL free agency, he is a post-June 1st cut. So what does that mean exactly? It means he's technically going to be on the books. The Raiders will not have that salary cap until June 1st. By cutting him after June 1st, this is going to save the Raiders $11.75 million in 2022 cap space. Now, it's going to be a $4.02 million dead hit this season, and it's going to be a $9.97 million dead cap hit in 2023. Why? Remember, when the Raiders signed Cory Littleton to that 3-year, $36 million deal in 2020, he was the top linebacker out there. I was really excited about this move, but they've had to restructure his contract twice. Why? He was a bad fit with Paul Guenther. He was a bad fit with Gus Bradley. He's been a bad fit with the Las Vegas Raiders. So the fact that they've had to restructure that, a lot of the deal, the 9.97 is due to void years. So you're going to have to pay 4.02 in dead money this year and then 9.97 million in dead cap hit in 2023, but just save 11.75 this season. So go down to the comment section right now and let me know your one-word reaction. Don't be a cheater. Only one word. Let me know your one-word reaction to the Las Vegas Raiders releasing Cory Littleton. My one-word reaction is predicted, and this has been something that I've talked about for a long, long time. And when you went out and you got Littleton, you were hoping that he could be that coverage linebacker, that guy that could cover the running back, the tight end up the seam, and he just never was that dude. I don't know if he got lazy once he came here or if it was just bad coaching or the fact that all this stuff is switching up on him, but he was never able to be anywhere even close to what he was with the Rams. And if you're telling me right now I could save 11.75 at a linebacker, yeah, I'm going to do that every single day of the week. Now, I always promised y'all, if breaking news happens, if something's going on, you're going to hear it from us here first. So if you haven't already, turn on that notification bell and click the subscribe button, because free agency, there's going to be a lot of stuff that happens over the next week, and we're going to do our best here to keep you up to date. If the Raiders go ahead and they make a trade, if they go out and sign a big-name free agent, we're going to be going live on the Raiders Report. So hit that subscribe button, y'all. Turn on those notifications, because even if I plan on going to a Batman movie tonight with Jack, guess what? We decided to not go to the Batman movie, or we might be a little bit late, and instead give you guys a little bit of content here on YouTube instead. So when you talk about the Cory Littleton move, he was scheduled to make $15.77 million in 2022. The cut before June 1st, if they would have went this route, it would have cost the Raiders $14 million in dead money, only saving $1.76 million. So originally, the person who had this story was Jeremy Fowler, and he went out and put, the Raiders are releasing Cory Littleton, and I was like, shit. Wow, I can't believe that they're going to cut him before June 1st, knowing that it would have been $14 million in dead money, only saving $1.76 million. I'm glad that they're deciding to go this route. Sure, it's still $4 million in dead, but you're saving $11.75. Now, last season, Littleton had 98 tackles, 4 pass breakups, 0 interceptions. His first year with Paul Guenther, he was arguably one of the worst linebackers in the National Football League, especially because in 2019 and 2018, he's coming off very good years. 134 tackles, 9 pass breakups, 2 interceptions. 2018, 125 tackles, 13 pass breakups, 3 interceptions. I liked Littleton because he was a UDFA, a guy that showed me that he could get better. Personally, I think he came to Las Vegas, liked the brand cookies a little too much, and then got a little bit lazy. So when you look at Littleton's PFF grades, the past 2 seasons, he was a below-average linebacker. The emergence of some other players like Divine Diablo, Denzel Perriman is now even more important because linebacker is still a need for this team. Now, last week, remember I told you I talked about some cut candidates. 2 other names to keep in mind that could be the next 2 players that get released are, the first name is Carl Nassib. He's going to make $9.65 million this upcoming season. If you cut him before June 1st, it's $6.61 million in dead money. It would save the Las Vegas Raiders $3.04 million. If you cut him after June 1st, kind of like what they're planning on doing here with Littleton, it's $1.65 million in dead money. It saves the Raiders $8 million. However, there is another player to keep in mind in terms of being a cut candidate, and it's my guy Nick Kwiatkoski, who's going to make $8.3 million this upcoming season. If you cut him before June 1st, it's $5 million in dead money, saves you $3.24. If you cut him after, it's $1.25 million in dead money. It saves $7 million. So when you think about Kwiatkoski and Carl Nassib, people are like, well, wouldn't you just cut both of them after June 1st? Here's the thing. Since Cory Littleton has already been designated as a post-June 1st cut, in the NFL, you're only allowed to have 2 of those, which means it would have to be either Carl Nassib or Nick Kwiatkoski. So here's my question to you. If you had to cut one after June 1st, who would it be? The reason why I'm going to go up here and I'm going to say Carl Nassib is because you can save more money by letting go of Nassib post-June 1st. However, with that even also being said, I see the Raiders moving on from Nick Kwiatkoski before free agency starts. But if you're trying to save money, go ahead, let me know who you would cut after June 1st. Type CN for Nassib or NK for Nick Kwiatkoski. Now, at this current moment, after the Raiders decided to move on from Littleton, this is what you technically have in salary cap space, $43.9. The reason why I say technically is because the $11.75 million that the Raiders save in Littleton, you don't technically have that money until June 1st comes around. So right now the Raiders still do have about $32 million, but you know that you're going to get $11.75 million after June 1st. It just kind of sucks right now because you can't spend that money in free agency next week. So with Littleton getting the boot, and I probably actually have to update this linebacking depth chart because with Patrick Graham's 3-4 defense, you're going to see 4 linebackers on the field a little bit more often. What's more important is this. You have Denzel Perriman, you have Divine Diablo. I just said that I see this team moving on from Nick Kwiatkoski. KJ Wright and Nicholas Morrow are both free agents. So realistically, you got Markel Lee, Patrick the Dinosaur, Owonosaur, Kyle Wilbur, and Divine Diablo as your only linebackers. If you don't think linebacker is a major need for this football team, I'm sorry, you're insane. So let's go back to school because this is what the Raiders Report's about. It's about giving the nation a voice. I understand the idea of me being the guy that you see on the show, but this show has 110,000 subs, or I guess I should say almost 110,000 subs for a reason, because we want the nation to get interactive with us. So grade the release of Cory Littleton, A, B, C, D, or F. Let me know down in the comments. When I really think about it, I'm going to go ahead and give it an A grade. However, my reaction is it sucks because I predicate myself on not only being able to give you guys information, but being able to give you good information. I was ecstatic. I was super excited when the Raiders went out and got Littleton because they haven't had a good linebacker in a very long time, and I was like, finally, you have a do-it-all linebacker. It does suck, but it was needed. I don't know if Littleton would have been a good fit in Patrick Graham's defense. However, when I've seen Littleton being great, it's in a 3-4. That was the style of defense that the Raiders were going to go with, but it just sounds like it was a bad marriage from the start, and the Raiders have been pretty active today making some things happen. So, y'all, I just want you to know that I appreciate that you tuned in to the Raiders Report. If you haven't subscribed yet, again, make sure you go ahead and do so. Make sure you turn on those notifications, and if you want to join my March Madness tournament where I'm going to be giving away, you're okay, Jack, where I'm going to be giving away a Rich Gannon signed helmet, all I want you to do is go ahead. Perfect. Join us at RaidersReport.locals.com to please do that because we're going to do a March Madness-style tournament for supporters only. And for whatever reason you can't go to that link, you can always just go to my Instagram at MitchellRents365 where I've posted a picture of the helmet and I posted a, description of everything you need to do. One more time, y'all, off the top. Cory Littleton has been released by the Las Vegas Raiders, saving the team $11.75 in free agency. Next week's going to be really interesting, so make sure you guys hit that sub and turn on those notifications.